Tonight, from GEHA Field,
set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Well, the Chiefs offense now ready to go to work for the first time, led by Patrick Mahomes, the 2018 NFL Most Valuable Player.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, so we'll see if he can keep his string of good games going right here.
Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's got this to the rookie, Rashee Rice. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The output from Rice in last week's game, 4 catches, 52 yards.
This defense is ranked near the bottom of the league against the pass. You get the sense that he feels like if he gets covered on any call, he's going to be upset. He thinks he should be open on every snap in this game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Show a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. Now a 7th-round surprise from a year ago. It's Isaiah Pacheco. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Pacheco once again. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now here's Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Mahomes now to throw. Open man right side is Tony. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash, this from 48. Butker's kick here is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Broncos offense gets set to go to work, and at the helm in his 2nd season wearing orange and blue, Russell Wilson.
And what a performance in his last game. A couple of touchdown passes, that was positive.
But more than 2 interceptions.
Yeah, that's not what he's looking for. What did Vince Lombardi say, though? Winning isn't everything.
It's the only thing.
And that's what he hangs his hat on after last week's game.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something? Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. But he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead grows to 10-0. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Now is 2nd and 10. There's Wilson to throw. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Wilson. Man open. He's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. For Sutton, the receiving numbers from last week's game. I asked him before the game, did you know that you were close to 200 last week? He said, oh, yeah, I knew I was right on the doorstep, just short of it, but a touchdown as well. Heck of a game.
I like that he was honest with you because they always know. They keep track in their head. They understand their yardage. But how'd you like to be the defense this week? This was a week of open field tackling practice because you know he's going to get his catches. The key is to limit him after the catch, put him on the ground.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 9. Wilson. Forced out to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Now Wilson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. They'll bring a tight end in motion. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. It's Wilson on the option. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Williams will take it in. Touchdown, Denver.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, and that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. In motion left is Rice. Now here's a fake on the jet sweep as they'll go instead with Pacheco. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That one caught by Rice. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 22-yard line. Now Mahomes. That'll be caught by Rice. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 20, here's the 2nd and 8. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. That's Rice. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Mahomes going to throw. That is caught by Rice for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to widen their advantage. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 17-8. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Third down and 10. Throwing is Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. Oh, he shifts past him. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Off the draw, here's Williams. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash. And this one just a chippy. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway.
This taken in right around the goal line.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Broncos offense set to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Now Wilson on first down. Buying time to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Here's Wilson. Being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. They'll throw on first down with Wilson.
This one swung out to Williams.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down. To throw is Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 24-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Throwing now, Wilson on first down.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
Picked up by Justin Reed. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll get the yardage on the run and get 15 more for good measure.
Yeah, that wasn't too difficult to spot. You heard the sideline erupting, and the flags came out almost immediately.
Throwing now is Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle.
Look at the big man rumble.
And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw complete there to Rice. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City.
Isaiah
Pacheco from 6 yards away.
And the Chiefs take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the two-point conversion to extend this lead. Needed a couple yards for the two-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. And incomplete on the deep ball. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Wilson.
A throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 40. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Again, Wilson.
Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 24-yard line.
From the shotgun, Wilson.
On the slant, completes to Sutton. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
11 more on that one and another first down. Now it's Wilson.
He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Williams will score. Touchdown, Broncos. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Lutz good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Here's Mahomes to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Well, Mahomes finding his burner Hardman for the KC first. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
How about that? The defense's first sack. It doesn't come from one of the usual suspects up front. It comes from the secondary.
Yeah, I think they caught the quarterback off guard a little bit because he wasn't able to account for the possibility of that blitz and change the blocking assignment. He comes through and puts him on the ground.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Boy, some plays you can just sort of tell they're not going to work from the start, and that was one of them right there.
Yeah, I mean, he had every option taken away, and so all that was left for him to do was to try and keep it himself, but even he knew that he had nowhere to go.
And he's gonna miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game. Now, things just got interesting. They tried for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Wilson to throw.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He'll air this one out for Mims.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs have just about sewn up this football game.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he will have a Chiefs first down. And that's the one that should seal the victory.
Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams.